I was meditating today on the tremendous value of us connecting into this. I call it light. It is a mystical experience of a light. It is not a mental projection or idea. It is an experience. And my experience is that it is a light that is present in different areas of the city, I was going to say, but I mean the body. We are like a city. It's my experience is a big community of cells, just making a whole, just like a city has all these different people and buildings and things happening. And then we call ourselves, we live in this city. So we can call our body like that. It's like a community. And certain headquarters of this city, there is a more condensed part of the light. And this was revealed to me in the meditation today. And especially then there's in Sanskrit it's called a jyoti. Such a nice word, so I like it. Sounds like joy, joy, something happy. So a jyoti I found was in the throat. And feeling like a fly going into the light, just like, it's that kind of a feeling, like the awareness, the attention just go, and you just so happy, and then it was revealed that this light, this jyoti, is also in here. Yeah. And it's communicating, and there is a jyoti in the heart. So we can definitely call it the light within. However we experience that, and there's such a benefit for connecting into this presence. It's not just like meditation and to connect with the light, but in these times where things are changing so rapidly, tremendous changes in the world right now, more than ever we need to connect into, anchor into this presence. It's like a pillar of light, you can say, that goes through our chakras, or our connecting points, that connects our physical body through our energy bodies, through this vortex in our body. And you can communicate with this light. You can actually set up a plan and an agreement to have a normal, modern day kind of communication with this presence we can call divine, or God, if you like. See, every being is free to connect to this presence in their own way. Call it whatever we like. If there are 7 billion people on the planet, there are 7 billion different ways to connect into this. Now I want to share some very practical benefits of doing that. Not that we are like, oh, we need to be so spiritual and being this and that. No, we need it. We're actually dependent on it for our daily living. So I will go deeper into this process in an online course I will hold later this month, June 28th, on this. I don't know if it will be on this channel, but it will be posted in the link will be posted on this channel. Hopefully someone can do. Hopefully Susan can do it. She's my helper. Because there I will go into deeper processes, how this can be anchored into you in a very practical life, in your daily life. We need more than just an introduction to it. Hopefully this is an introduction of some sort. And for you, through the Supreme Light meditation, you can get a real experience on this online course, which will be held live, there will be a Supreme Light meditation too at the end of all these processes. We will also offer a recorded version of this online course, but then the Supreme Light meditation will not be on there, because the Supreme Light meditation is never recorded. It's only shared live. So I just want to let you know that. And every Tuesday, you're welcome to just click on this channel to join in. You don't need to do anything but click on here. And you can share this link with others who are new to meditation, who wants to know about it, to learn. What is it all about? Because it's easier to experience this presence of peace inside when we are many meditating at the same time. And now, as you know, across the world, we're not even allowed to be very close to each other or to be in a place meditating together like that. So we can be online. So I welcome you every Tuesday. In Sweden, it's 8 o'clock in the evening, but where you're at, it might be in the morning or in the afternoon. But we are here and now, and that's what gives power to your experience of this meditation. So I'm simply just guiding into this stream of meditation that all of us together are contributing into. So it's very powerful to do it live. That's why we only do it live broadcast like this. Now, to be connected into the divine, that's what the online course is called. The focus will be in very practical sense from my own experience, how it can help to live the daily life in the different areas, especially now, isn't it? We need help. We need help with our daily life. So more than ever, we need to anchor. And as more people anchor into the heart-brain connection, the wholeness of who we are, with the freedom to do it in our own way, where nobody else can say, this is how you do it. No, it needs to be fully each individual's freedom. Okay? That has been put into my whole being since I was born. I was born in a country that is very much geared towards being scientific, academic, atheistic, believing in something but not really sure what, but open to peace. No? So it's very helpful with kindness to be brought up in a family that carries kindness to the world and to each other. It's enough. It's actually enough. If you have one such quality, which is the quality of the divine, it's enough to anchor into some grander presence inside. So, what I want to share with you today is that, when you feel like in the flow, maybe on a meditation or maybe just in your daily life, you're out in nature and just feel like, I'm in the flow. You feel happiness and peace and joy. You can then talk to your divine or make an agreement, to have a little plan. You can communicate with that presence, because that presence is then very there, but it's authentic for you, right? It's not in your imagination. Oh, there's supposed to be a light in here. I'm supposed to talk to this light, and it can be confusing. But when you actually feel some kind of, it's nice. Huh? When you're in that space, then what you could do is you can make an agreement. You can say, what would I like in my life? And then you can set up like a little plan. You can say, what kind of food would I like to give my body? Because we are responsible for this body. We're not in this body a very long time, right? Who knows? Maximum 100 years, if we're lucky. It could be any day that this body is over and we keep going. Many of us have had near-death experience, and we know we don't die. We just keep going. And then we'll kick back because our time is not up yet. So whenever our time is up, we'll leave this body and keep going. But we have a mission. We have some kind of purpose being in this body. So, and when it's over, we'll keep going. But we need to take responsibility for this body. mind consciousness, right? This is the vehicle. So this body, this biological body, which is like trillions of cells communicating to each other, it needs certain things to survive, to thrive. So it needs some basic nutrition. So when you're feeling that good space, like, oh, I'm feeling nice, you can say, okay, my light inside, I want to make a plan. Can you help me? I want to make a plan. Like, what kind of nutrition do I want to give my body? And what kind of exercise? Because this body needs to move. If this body is just lying still, it doesn't feel good. Even if the different governments right now are saying you have to stay inside, well, you can still jump, right, in your home. You can get up and then jump or do something. You can do knee lifts. You didn't think I'm talking about knee lifts, huh? But it's actually a lot of fun. And when you make an agreement with your presence inside, you say, what kind of exercises would I like to do? Jumping jacks or some kind of dancing? Put some music on? It needs to move. The body wants to move and it wants some good nutrition. So you can then, when you're feeling good, you can say, okay, I need a blessing from you, my divine. Please bless me to keep this cycle of continuing taking care of my body and my feelings, right? So especially if you start with the body, it's very good. And whatever kind of diet that you agree with, but whatever you feel like, you could try this thing called periodic fasting or intermittent fasting, where your body comes into autophagy. There is a Nobel Prize winner, a doctor from Japan, who got Nobel Prize in medicine for discovering this 2016, that the body can actually heal itself if it can go into autophagy. And you get into autophagy if you just allow the body to be free from eating, because it needs time to work things out, communicate with the other cells in the body, the other organs. It's like, hey guys, I got some extra things here. Can you help me? Yeah. But if there's more food coming in, you go, wait, I got some more food to take care of. Okay, it was just a snack, but still I got to stop my work to take care of this, And if you just stop the snacking and just eat regular meals, and it's easy to do this, right? You just skip one meal. Let's say you skip breakfast, and then you just have a real good lunch and a good dinner, and you're not going to die if you don't get snacks, right? Have some tea or something, water, this and that. You will see that your body's going to give you energy, because the body's going to fix things that needs to be fixed. You help it to feel alive and youthful. It's also helping to reproduce cells. So it's just a little tip for how you can communicate with your divine and set up a program. Learn about this. It's a lot of fun to learn how the body can stay healthy and strong and young, because the body otherwise goes into a declining, and we can keep it alive by moving the body like that. And if you connect into that light, the Yoti, which is a presence inside, that light will then keep you like it's whispering in your ear, how about we'll go for a run? And then maybe at that time you feel like, I don't want to run. And then the presence might say, well, how about you can run and then you can walk. And then you can just take in the bird singing. Do something like that. You go, okay, that's a deal. So sometimes you can make a deal like that. So then you go out, you go, oh, it's kind of nice. I'll just run. I run until I don't feel like running. You can have like that. And then the Jyoti inside goes, how about we'll jump? Let's jump like a frog. You can have fun. So this is what we do in the Ramlösa Forest Park here. We find a little secluded area of the wild part of the forest, and then we'll jump here as a frog. It's so much fun. You know how a frog just takes a leap from out of nowhere. It's just sitting still. If you can imagine like that. Or if you're at home, if you can't go out, you're just at home. You're like in the living room, and you just crunch like a frog. And then first you picture yourself like, I'm going to leap right up in the air. And as you leap up, you just relax in the body and you just allow the legs to do the work. It's so much fun that you get addicted to this. And you don't realize that you're actually exercising. You just, like a blissful frog, just like, boing! So these are some kind of fun things that the inner light is guiding us as we connect into that Jyoti, that presence, that divine inside. It's not some kind of, oh, you should go out for an exercise. It's not that kind of a presence. It's a very joy-filled presence that has lots of humor, joy, and so, like, to see things from a different perception, or to feel that aliveness. And once you get the blood pumping in the body, you will feel your mood elevated, your feelings, and your sleep will get really good, and you will dream, and it's just a win-win. So these are some of the things that are benefiting you from connecting into the divine. I do have more on just the physical body, and a really great online course called Oneness in the Body. If you want to go deeper into what I just spoke about, you can go into that course. So I want to focus more into the meditation and this energy field that we are connected into, and that this world, as it's changing, we are like in a cocoon. Literally, some of us are locked inside a cocoon, and we're about to come out as a butterfly. You know how a butterfly is just inside first. It's just like taking care of all the loose ends, like that. We can imagine that this time is a mirror of that butterfly coming out. So that's why this time right now is very important, to go inside, to allow yourself to take the loose ends of your cocoon, the silk threads, to just make them nice, to nurture and build that relationship with the core of who you are. That's what's going to bring you out, awaken into a new experience of life. As we see, this world has been suffering for a long time. There is a possibility for a shift. But this shift can only happen if we can see everything that is needing help, everything that needs transformation. So that's what's happening in the world right now. We see all kinds of pictures of what is wrong with our world right now. We cannot close our eyes for that. We cannot say, oh, that's just not true. We know. I think we can all see that a lot of things are completely wrong in our world. So, the good news about that is that we're all learning to see. And that seeing will generate also us able to see what is happening inside of us. This we can do as we are taking care of our cocoon, to generate positive feelings and not being afraid to see what we have held as our truth from the past programmings. Right? We could have maybe belief systems that is outdated. These things will also go into a process on the online course on June 28th. We need to be able to see what kind of beliefs we have been supporting and promoting in our lives. Like, no, but this is how it is. And then we get more of how we believe it is, and more of what we dislike. What we resist will persist. It's an old saying and holds truth. So we need a process of seeing. And right now we are being a little pushed into seeing in the world through the media and through our societies, even though here in Sweden there is at least where I'm at, we don't see that much difference, but we are connected. We feel the field of compassion for what we as humanity is going through. And this is the awakening into oneness that we are speaking of, to share each other's experience, to not be afraid to see what is there. How else to develop compassion? How else to connect into that presence that connects us all? If we constantly feel that we are separate from each other, how will we ever connect into that presence that is our common denominator, that connects us all? We are like a big network, a web of life. And this is about to be born, like a tree filled with butterflies, a butterfly tree, where we are that tree. It's coming out, where we naturally waken to love, where the other is a part of yourself, where we can exist as unique human beings, having our own unique perception. So it's not like we're going to let go of that. It's just that we will expand in our awareness in seeing this whole creation taking place, where connecting into our own divine, let thy will be done. It will be a daily prayer, and you will see those butterfly wings in you starts to because we accept who we are. We see inside, enough of the war. I dream of a world of peace inside and out, as the inside is reflected in the outside world. How about that? How about having a vision for you? You hold a vision that in your own life, in your perception of life, in your experience of your life, your inner world, because that's all it is. It's the filters you see the world and your reaction. That's your world. How about you have peace with the different aspects of you inside? You know, the different sides that are fighting inside. Let's be aware of that. We call it duality, consciousness, or the polarity of, oh, I want that chocolate cake. No, I shouldn't have it. It could be for simple things like that, or bigger things. Different personality aspects that want different things. So inside of us there is a war. How about we have peace inside us to develop that peace? And as far as I know, only connecting into our sacred platform can this ever happen. It's not something we can do with the mind. So I welcome you to join me into these meditation programs that we have here, and that many people across the globe are tuning into and expressing and sharing in our own way. So we're going to go into the Vipassana meditation now. And you can utilize this time to be inside your own sphere, right? You have your own sacred platform sphere. And you actually have a whole family of light around you. You can call them angels or light beings that are listening and helping you. So if you want to pray for someone, or or pray for our world, you can do that now. And you see them in light, in peace, love, and happiness. That's how you pray. So let's close the eyes. And just relax in the body. Allow the body to relax. Feel the feet touching the floor. Relax. Feel the legs. Relax. The pelvic region, your hips and buttocks. Relax. Your back and spine. Relax. Your chest and shoulders. Relax. Your arms and hands and fingers. Relax. Your neck and throat. Relax. Your whole head and your face. Relax. And still the body, allowing the body to breathe the way it wants to breathe. You can be interested in the breathing and allow it to move in and out of the body in its own way. This, what you're doing right now, is a simple meditation called a Vipassana. You can do this every day. Do it for 7 minutes or more. Just stilling the body, allowing each body part to relax. Now you have access to your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, sensations, whatever is happening inside you. It will be different each time you sit down for a Vipassana. Just enjoy whatever is going on. There is no right or wrong. Now you can put a focus inside your heart. There is a light, there is a jyoti. There's a presence of divine, a presence of supreme intelligence that you can communicate with. It is the one that connects us all, but we each have the freedom to connect to in our own way, in a way that is close to our nature. In the first few minutes, you'll be listening to some birds. You can connect to your presence in prayer, communication, contemplation, being in that presence of divine in your own way. Purushottama Paramatma. Shri Bhagavati Sameta. Shri Bhagavate Namaha.